Hey VC, Gary's Vinyl Dungeon here. Got a lot going on here, and I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll get right at it here. I got three new original master recordings from Music Direct. One is Supertramp. Everybody knows this album, great album. Sounds really good on the Mofi pressing. That's one. And this one here, I really like this album. I didn't have this album actually, and I decided if I was going to get it, I was going to get it on the Mofi recording. And it's Dylan, the Basement Tapes. It's got a lot of great songs on it, and it sounds fantastic. It's really a good album. Really enjoy that one. Next one, I was a little hesitant on buying this one, only because it was mono. And I usually like mono recordings, but I was thinking, you know, for the money that I had to spend on it, do I really want it in mono? But I'm glad I did, because it sounds really great. And that's Jefferson Airplane. And like I said, this is mono, and but it sounds really good. Okay, now next I had two different. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video, and I go up usually to the local Goodwill at least once a week. Most of the time I don't find anything that's playable. Most of it's scratched to hell and back. But I found a pile. These are from two different visits. Some of them I haven't even cleaned yet, but they didn't really need cleaning. And some of them, the seal was still on them. They weren't even opened yet. I'll get started here. Linda Ronstadt, Get Closer. And it's basically a brand new album. I mean, really, it looks like it's never been played. I haven't even, like I said, I haven't even cleaned that one yet. Next one is Elton John, Victim of Love. Still in the shrink wrap. I might even opened it. I'm not sure. Because a lot of them were in the shrink wrap. This one wasn't. This was Ringo's Roto Gravore. Whatever the hell that means. But I don't have many Ringo albums. I've picked up a few, but these next two, these are EPs, and they're brand new. I broke the seal on them. And this is What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. These were brand new. You know, for $1. Couldn't beat it. Can't beat Goodwill prices. And here is another one. I like her, Bonnie Raitt, Green Light. Next one, Robert Plant. It's called Shaken and Stirred. It's a good album. It's got Little by Little on it, which everybody knows that song. Peter Gabriel. This is a nice album too. This got Shock the Monkey on it. Another Elton John, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. I had a copy of this, but this was like brand new. I couldn't let it sit there for $1. The only one I let sit there, because I have so many copies, I got about 8 copies, and that was the Eagles, Hotel California. I figured I'd leave that there for somebody else to get excited over. But the next one here is George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Bad to the Bone. This is an upgrade. I already had this album. But, yeah, good album. Now, the next one, now, this was a real shocker. It really does sound good. And Bill Haley's greatest hits. It's Bill Haley's and the Comet. And it's really cool. It's an old brown MCA label. But good sounding album. I'm sure it's a repress. But it was like, it's brand new basically. Here's another one that was basically brand new. Kinks, a complete collection. It's a double album. I've got one of these, but this was like new. I couldn't leave it sit there. This one here, the cover was kind of bad, but the record was basically brand new, and I can tell why the cover to just glue just dried out. It was Gary Lewis Now, and it's called Gary Lewis and the Playboys Now, but it's got this Judy in Disguise, with glasses on it. I remember that coming out when it first came out. Used to be on the radio so much it kind of made you sick of it. The next one, Stevie Wonder, Hotter Than July. All in, it's in like brand new condition. Really got lucky this time. 2 different times actually. These are from 2 different trips. Next one, the soundtrack, Saturday Night Fever. Everybody knows this movie. The Bee Gees and the Disco Rage. But next one, this album really sounds good. It's an old Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass called Going Places. But really got a good sound to it. Incredible sound. A&M Records. Next one's, this is a soundtrack of Goldfinger, 007. This is United Artists, just their black label. Okay, the next one, this is also from the Goodwill. This one they put a $3 sticker on it though. It's all Hank Williams Senior's songs. And they're all like brand new. Oh, that's just the black side, but I forget how many albums it even is. 4 album set. But it sounds really good. And the next one, this is a 10 album set. And it's mostly instrumental. It's called Down Memory Lane. It was a Reader's Digest album. But it's 10 albums, and it's got some really good songs on it. I mean, stuff that I remember my parents listening to as a kid. But this album came out in '66. Like I said, it's got 10 albums in it. Little flap folds down here and tells you what's on the 10 albums. And they got really nice plastic lined record sleeves, and it tells you on the thing what songs are on them. But pretty cool find, I think. And they sound so good. Even it's 1966. It's amazing the sound quality that came out of that. Okay, now these I bought at my local record store. Let me get these up here. This is Chuck's Rest in Peace record shop. Real nice guy, very knowledgeable. Well, some of these I actually bought other places, and this was Amazon deal. Saxon. This is Amazon. And this is Amazon. I know I got another Saxon here. I had some good finds here at the record store this week. Some Japanese pressings here. Let's see. This is where I had 3 Saxon albums. You hear this? I want to do that, knock my computer off the table. That would tick me off, as much as that cost. Okie dokie. These I bought from Reverb LP. There's Saxon Crusader. I just started getting into Saxon. I used to see him out a lot in the record stores and never bothered picking them because I didn't know much about them. And then I bought one of their albums, and basically it's heavy metal, and I like heavy metal. So it was off to the races buying them now. Saxon, Decade of the Eagle. This is like a greatest hits album, 79 to 88. Another Saxon, Denim and Leather. Denim, not denim, but denim, like jeans. But I listened to them all once through. I have gotten so many records here, and I got a new TV and everything, and I've been messing with that, and new new 4K Blu-ray player and new receiver. Next one, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Soul to Soul, and Double Trouble, of course, on this album. But everybody knows this album. This one I've been wanting to get, Loud and Proud, Nazareth, Anthology. Like me some Nazareth. Got all the good songs on it. Next one, took me 3 tries to get this album. I finally found it on Amazon, and it's Judas Priest Firepower. I had this on CD, and I wanted it on vinyl because it's a good album, and that's that. Since I'm on Amazon, I picked up this Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl. Good album. This one here just came out. This is John Mellencamp, Other People's Stuff. I was a little hesitant buying this, but I listened to a few songs on it, and it didn't quite, grab me. Then after I bought the album and I played it a few times, I like it. I really like it a lot, actually. It's kind of different than his other albums. And this, I got another copy of this only because it was Prime Day, and I got it for, I think it was $12.99. But it's the Beatles' Abbey Road, which no explanation due here. Now this group here, this is my first album I've ever gotten of this group, Dream Theater. And this is Distance Over Time. I believe it's one of their later releases, and they've got, bunch of stuff in their discography. But this is a really good album, man. I really enjoyed this album. It's got good songs all the way through. It's a double album, and there's good songs on it. I really like it. Okay, the next one's Genesis, Seconds Out, double live album. Every time I pick up some Genesis stuff, it reminds me of Bill from vinyl. You know who I mean. My brain went dead there for a second. Next one's Blondie, Plastic Letters. I've been really getting into Blondie's records. Anytime I see them out, I get them. This one was brand new. It was sealed, $18. So couldn't beat that. Okay, this is another good album. This is a promo. Stephen Stills, Manassas, Down the Road. Perfect shape. I mean, perfect. Stephen Stills, man, I really like him. And this is a good album. The next one, I'm starting to get into my good finds at the record store. I've never seen this record. I think this one was from the Netherlands. It's called Masters of Rock, Pink Floyd. This is early stuff. See Emily play. Yeah, just got a lot of their early stuff on it. Good album. The next two are Eagles albums, but they're Japanese pressings. And I couldn't let them sit there, but I had to pay out for them. One was 30 and one was 25. But here's Hotel California in Japanese pressing. I don't see Japanese pressings much. The record stores I go to, I guess people buy them up when they get them in. But the other one here is their greatest hits. But they sound fantastic. Really do have good sound quality on them. You can't beat the Japanese pressings. Next one, I really like this album too. I really like Joe Walsh. This is Best of Joe Walsh. What a wild man. Sorry about going through these so fast, but I don't like the videos going for 30 and 40 minutes. This is the next one, Beach Boys. This is a double, 2 albums put into one. Friends, released in '68, and Smiley Smile was '67. Next one, this is a good album. This is Yardbirds, Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page. Good album. I've listened to that a couple times. Next one, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. In Step. These albums are not strangers to anybody. Good songs, good music. Next one is on We Are Vinyl, and I picked this up trying to get all the Judas Priest albums. This one's Ram It Down. Everybody knows this album now. But, well, that's about it. And I'm at 17 minutes. I always like to try to keep them under 20 minutes. Just a quick note. I've been buying so much stuff lately, and people must think I'm made of money or something, but I'm not, obviously. I had an extensive gun collection, and I mean extensive over the years. Started back in the 70s buying guns. Got carried away with it like everything else I do. But I've been selling them off. My hands have gotten so bad with arthritis, I have a really hard time cleaning them. I can't grip. And to try to clean them after I shoot them, it's terrible. Matter of fact, I got rid of all my 38s calibers because I couldn't hold them tight enough because of my grip. I got rid of all those. A lot of my AR-15. I got rid of a lot of stuff. I still got quite a bit, but I've been selling them off, and that's why I've been having money to buy all this stuff. And as another sad note, I just sold my motorcycle, and that was a hard one to swallow. I've been on a motorcycle since I was probably 14 when I had a dirt bike. Then I had a Honda 90 when I was 16. This is back in the 60s when it was a lot easier to ride on the streets without getting run over. But my diabetes is getting so goofy, it can drop so quick that I don't want to die on my motorcycle going into low blood sugar. And my wife's been after me for the last 4 years to get rid of it. She hated the things. Our whole marriage, and we'll be married 50 years next year. But I had to sell that, and that's when I went out. That's what I used the money to buy the Cornwalls. See, so I'm not rich. I just sold some things. And I got a new TV. I wanted to get a projector for a home theater, and after going out and talking with the people, I didn't have enough room. The screen I wanted was 120, and they said that was totally out of the question. They said even 100-inch was going to be too big. From the distance from the screen to my chair, it's less than 12 feet. I know everything looks different when you show it on a camera. It looks bigger, but I didn't have enough room. And the way they built this basement, the ceiling being so low, the TV would have been down and my center channel would have been blocking the picture. So I decided, I got a 65-inch 4K, and of course my receiver was a 4K. It was only 4 years old. It was a Denon. It was a real nice Denon X4000, I think it was. But for some reason I couldn't get the Denon ARC channel, auto video return channel, to link up with the TV. I couldn't get my surround sound through my TV. And I've tried, and I talked to people, and obviously I narrowed it down to, I think it was pretty sure it was the receiver, just wasn't jiving with it. So I ordered another receiver. I got a Pioneer Elite LX501. Nice receiver, 120 watts a channel. It's 9.2. So I get the Atmos deal, and I actually have nine speakers hooked up. Sounds incredible. And I don't know if how many of you have gotten 4K TVs, but I have Prime on Amazon, and there's a lot of 4K movies in there. And I bought a Roku, and there's all kind of free 4K stuff on there, or if it's not free, you can buy it. And when I first put them on and watched that TV, I was just amazed at the clarity. It was incredible. And then after getting the 4K receiver, my Blu-ray player was only 4 years old. Yeah, I bought it, well, it's not quite 4, it's 3.5. But I bought it when I moved in, and I always buy them because I have SACD, so I always have to get a Blu-ray player that plays SACDs. And it's very seldom you see one that says SACD and 4K and Dolby and all that stuff in it. So I wound up having to get a new Blu-ray player. I got a Sony model, and it really plays nice, and it's got all the latest features as far as the different like Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. Yeah, I've picked up a few 4K movies, and man, phew. And another thing, this Pioneer receiver, when I set it up, with the microphone to set up my home theater, it did a lot better job than that Denon. It was quicker, and it just sounds better. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Pleased with my speakers, and I use the little speakers when I'm just watching TV and stuff, but if I play a Blu-ray, I can just unplug my corn walls and put my surround sound down into the corn walls the way I got it set up. And I get to use my corn walls playing the high definition movies and the it's 9.2. But yep, got it fixed up. Got a new couch down here, got new rugs. So everything's new down here now. The only thing that's old is me. I kept my same cabinet. That's another thing I did. I had power amps hooked up to all my channels in my 7.2. And I did away with all that. The only thing I'm using is the 120 watt Pioneer receiver, and that's plenty. It plays freaking loud as hell. I mean, only thing I might do, because it is a 9.2, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get another subwoofer, so I have double subwoofers. But that one there, it shakes the house. I just see a lot of people that have double subwoofers say they really noticed a big difference. But anyway, enough talk, enough babbling. Everybody have a great Sunday. It's 11:45, and I got a visitor here. I'm watching my son's dog. He's down in Florida, Tampa, Florida. He took my granddaughter down there to start college. which, you know, they have to come early. And I didn't realize that they would be there this early, but the whole family went down and made it like a vacation out of it. They've been gone a week today, and I don't think he's coming back till Tuesday. So I had my grand dog for 9 days, but while she was here, she got a bladder infection, so we had to run her up to the vet and get her on medicine. But she follows me around like a lost puppy, man. She's everywhere I go. I keep stepping on her. But yeah, it's always fun at my house with the animals. 6 cats now, 3 dogs, and a parrot that is so demanding. It was just screaming. I don't know if you heard it on the thing, but every time I leave her, walk out of the room and leave her, she starts screaming if she can't see me. But everybody have a great day, and that's my life and times of Gary. Okay? Okay, everybody have a great day now.